Pizza Man Pub. Happy to be here with you with the New York State champion Baldwinsville Bees girls bowling team. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Show them some love. I'm going to try that again because I said state champion. I didn't say sectional champion. I said state champion. So I'm going to try this again. New York State champion Baldwinsville Bees. Please give them a round of applause. I like that. All right, so we are here in part one of our special, and we have a lot to discuss. I just heard over my shoulder that you're going to be a broadcasting major now. So, all right, well, tell us why. Why did you change that?
I feel like my strength is definitely, or what I love doing is being in the public and social butterfly and everything involving around people. So I'd love to just incorporate what I'm good at into something that I can make a career for myself. And I also love sports and maybe even incorporating bowling with it too.
I like that, yeah. There's definitely a need for more of a spotlight on bowling nationally.
Definitely, yes. Very underrated.
Yeah, so we have Julia and Jenna Speich here. We have Head Coach Gary Peterson. Coach, you've had a nice couple months. How are you doing? How's everything?
I'm doing well. We're doing the circuit here, so the girls have been doing a lot of shows here, so it's pretty exciting. A lot of fun.
For you to be able to put a spotlight not just on Baldwinsville, but on bowling as a sport in general, just what that means to you with your passion that you've had for the sport for so long.
Yeah, it means a lot because Baldwinsville has some really good sports teams. Lacrosse just won a state title, volleyball, a lot of other teams. So it's really good that we won the state title, and it really helps with the program a lot. Really improves it.
You know, to win this state title, the first ever at Baldwinsville when it comes to girls bowling, I mean, you're living in history right now here in 2023. Do you feel the weight of that right now, or have you not felt it yet?
I didn't feel it when we first did it, the first couple of days.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot, but I'm really starting to feel it now with the last appearances that we had. We just went on morning radio with 95X. That was a lot of fun. We went, did some other things. So right now it's really starting to feel it. So a lot of people saying some things, saying, "Hey, we saw you. We saw you here. We heard you on the radio," and it's really starting to sink in now. So it's great.
Jenna, are you feeling it? Has it hit you yet?
A little bit. It didn't hit me until the bus ride home.
Okay.
It was really fun, and after doing a lot of interviews, it has been really nice to get some recognition for bowling in general, too.
To go on this run with your team, why do you feel like this year was the year that it finally happened?
I feel like our team worked really well together this year. We definitely bonded a little more, and I feel like during our practices we worked hard too. So going into states, I felt we were a little more confident, definitely.
You said the team bonded more this year. Why did that happen?
I feel like we really wanted it this year after winning sectionals and then getting to states, especially for a lot of seniors. It's your last year, so we just really wanted to push through and try to get it done.
Julia, what about you? Why do you think this team got closer this year?
I think our back-to-back sectional wins really just brought that much more energy into us, and we were like, wow, we really have a chance at this. And also, we've been bowling together for so long now, compared to, I think, other teams that still have new players coming in, and we do too, but I think all of the time we've spent together has really just brought us closer.
Coach, one loss this season. What did that loss do in the middle of the season that was positive for this team?
Yeah, that loss was to Liverpool, and that actually was at home, and it was kind of a surprise that we did lose that match. But after we did lose that match, we kind of, a couple of days later in practice, we gathered together and we kind of formulated a plan like, okay, no more losses, let's head into, let's build into sectionals, have a nice sectional run, and see what happens. And it really did, spark us and fuel us from there, because we honestly didn't expect to lose that match, and we did, and I think it might have been good for us to lose that match, honestly.
You said no more losses, and then the team obliged you with that and didn't give any more. Julia, why do you feel like when Coach sat down and said, okay, we're not going to lose again, why did this team not lose again?
I think we all know what we're capable of, and if we put our minds to just doing our best, it will come through, and in the end, and it definitely did.
Jenna, your favorite part of this season before the championship. So do you have a moment before the end of the season that you really think back on and think that that was a special either turning point or just a special moment for you?
Before state sectionals, but before that, I would say our Fulton match was really fun.
Yeah.
They definitely put up a fight, and it was one of the most competitive matches this year.
So you said that one because of the fight. What did it bring out of you personally in that match?
I really wanted to just do the best I could for our team, so having that fire just really brought out the best shots I could in me.
When did you start bowling?
The first time I went bowling, I was probably 4 or 5. We learned from our grandparents when we were around 8 years old, and when we were in middle school, we started taking it seriously, so it's been quite a few years.
It's around 4 or 5 for the both of you?
Yeah, I think that's the first time we went bowling.
Oh, yeah. So first time you went bowling, 4 or 5 years old. Julia, do you remember the first time that you went out to bowl?
I think so. I see the pictures. I remember the first time I got a strike.
Okay.
So yeah, I think so.
Remember the first time you got a strike, when was that?
Probably around that age.
Around 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Crazy. That's
With the bumpers, but
yeah. Okay. I think what you need to know is that you had bumpers as a child, and there's a lot of people in this room that have bumpers as adults. So
you gotta start somewhere.
yeah, you got to start somewhere, and you end up finish where you started a lot of times. So when you reflect on being taught by your grandparents, what did that mean to you? I want to ask you both, but Julia, you first.
It means a lot, and I feel really strongly about passing on our family's tradition. It's something that we're so grateful to have, and so grateful to even have that foundation that they gave us. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully being as good as them one day.
Jenna?
It means a lot to me that I can carry on their legacy and try to use what they gave me, the good base that they taught us, and expand on that. So I'm really grateful for their help over the years.
Coach, coaching twins is not something that every coach gets to do. So what has your experience been like coaching these two?
It's been great. It's been they're both so different. Even though they're twins, both of their personalities are different. Their games their games are different as well. So it's even though they're twins, like I said, it's two different people. So their styles are different, personalities and stuff. So they're very unique. So it's great to coach them.
How would you describe Jenna's style versus Julia's style?
Jenna hooks the ball a little bit more. She curves it a little bit more. She's quieter. So the goal with Jenna is to make her, try to get her to smile. She has a beautiful smile, and she doesn't smile an awful lot, but that's my goal, is to get her to smile, then we know we're doing a good job.
Okay.
Julia plays the ball a little bit straighter, a little more extroverted, a little more, but they're both great.
So having a difference in personality, yet you're twins, Jenna, I want to go back to you for this. How would you best describe your sister to someone who's never met her before?
I would describe
They all
her-
caught that pause on camera. I saw that. You did that. You went to answer, and then you took a little step back. I like it. You thought about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of words to describe her. I would say the first ones that come to mind are hardworking.
Okay.
We get to practice together, and I see how hard she works every day. I would say that she's outgoing, unique. She's really special. Her personality can light up a room. She's definitely just makes me happier being around her.
You clap that up. That's a nice answer. We're going to show some love for that. Yeah. Julia looked slightly terrified, and that was a fantastic answer. All right, so Julia, hard to back up that, but how would you describe Jenna?
Jenna is the most genius level, smart, hardworking person I've ever met. I don't know how she handles all the things that she does, even on the lanes, off the lanes in general. I look up to her, honestly. She's just so smart, so caring, so loving, amazing person.
I didn't think you could back it up, but you did. Clap that up too for Jenna. That's good. So, before I let you all go, and I know we're going to have part 2 coming up, we do have rapid fire where we get to learn a little bit more about you. But before we do that, Coach, tell me what has been the most special part of coaching these two as they get set to move on to the next chapter of their life. It's tell me something good is what we normally call it, but how has it been to coach these two?
It's been great. I remember the day that their dad came in to talk to me at the bowling alley, and both of the twins were very heavy into dance, and that was taking up a lot of their time and really good at it and really focused on it. But then they started to bowl and got interested in that, and really was very difficult for them to do both. So when their dad came in and said they've made a decision to come in and to start bowling, I was kind of like, that's awesome. I got 2 girls that are really interested in this. And then I found out who their grandparents were, and I was like, wow, we got really good pedigree here. This is going to be a good team here in the next couple, 2-3 years. So it's been great to watch them develop over the years, from the 8th grade all the way up through to seniors, and to watch them grow and develop. And it's just been special. They're really great kids.
All right, so before we jump into rapid fire, I would love for you both to tell me something good about Coach now that he's said that. So, Julia, tell me something good about Coach.
I love how he takes a practice and doesn't make it just a regular practice. He really makes it fun, and you really just want to be there. That really makes this season so much better.
Okay, making practice fun. Jenna, what would you say?
I love how supportive he is. Definitely from sectionals and states, he was just our best cheerleader, really supporting everyone, especially if you were struggling. He would be there to try to help you out.
Love that. Appreciate that. So we're going to play rapid fire. We're going to get to know you all a little bit better. Could be bowling, could be something different. We're going to go down the line and back. So, Coach, you get to ask Jenna the first question. Anything in the world. Music, movies, sports, whatever you want.
What's your favorite sport besides bowling?
Hockey.
Oh, okay. Why?
I love how fast-paced it is. It's really exciting. I think it takes a lot of talent to do it, so I love watching it.
Okay, all right. So now, Jenna, you ask Julia.
What is your favorite song?
I don't know. Maybe Tupac? Something Tupac?
Something Tupac. All right, I like that. Do you have one that would come to mind or no?
I just put the playlist on shuffle and go to
Okay.
town.
All right. I like it. I like the answer. All right, now you ask me. Julia, yep, you ask me.
What's your favorite hobby besides doing this?
So many. I would say there's a lot of things I like to do. I love comedy, so I love going to shows, but I also love doing my own comedy. So that's a part of my life that's continuing to grow. I would say that's a big part, and I love to go to Disney. I really do. So I like to just kind of sneak away on the plane, and I do a Disney show. So technically, if I go to Disney and ride a ride and then review the ride, it's considered work, which is insane. But yeah, so I get to do that, and there's a new ride coming out, Tron, in May. So I'm going to try and get over there. But the Guardians of the Galaxy ride it's called an Omni Coaster, so it goes forward, backward, and side to side. So while you're on the roller coaster, if you guys were sitting behind me, I'm having a different experience than you are at the same time, which is really awesome.
Interesting.
All right, so now I got one for Julia. What's one thing on your bucket list that you want to do next? In your future, yeah. If you could pick anything to do, what would it be?
I feel like honestly, I have a hard time not making it bowling related, but
Okay. You could do that if you want to.
probably just shoot a 300 when it matters. I haven't done that yet, so maybe a sanctioned 300.
All right, shoot a 300. What's your highest score?
I have 300, it's just
300s.
nothing sanctioned.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you have 300s, and I think that's pretty incredible. So, all right, now you ask your sister, Jenna. You ask Jenna. Whenever you are.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I see myself flying somewhere, maybe bringing a family to Disney, or bowling in regionals or some sort of tournament.
Okay, I like it. So Disney and bowling, the same to you. I like that. I can appreciate that. All right, now to Coach. Jenna, what do you got for Coach?
If you could go to any country to visit, where would you go?
I would like to go to Greece, Ireland, and then probably back to Aruba, because we just came back from Aruba, but it's awesome there, so I would love to go there.
All right, I love that. So with that being said, we have much more coming up from Pizza Man Pub on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. We're here every single month. We feature the Bees all throughout the year. The New York State champion for the first time ever, Beeville Bees girls bowling team, with our twins here, Jenna and Julia Speich, head coach Gary Peterson. We got more coming up, but before we do that, let's give you all a round of applause. The state champion.